Hi, I'm Anil Kumar and I'm here to give some gyan on staying safe while running. Tip number one. You know how it is when someone goes on a first date. The primary goal is to get to a second date. Similarly, when you go on any run, your primary goal should be to be in a position to go on the next run. Tip number two. Before you go on any run, let a friend or family member know where you're going to be running and how long you'll be gone. You might think that you like to lose yourself on a run, but please, you could lose yourself and just make it harder for someone to find you. So leave them a note, or better still, send them a text message. Tip number three. Always carry a cell phone when you run. Better still, a smartphone that has a safety app installed in it. And get some practice using the safety app so that you can instantly alert someone and call for help in the event of danger. Make sure that your phone is sufficiently charged, because a dead phone is merely dead weight. Tip number four. Also carry your ID, contact information, and sufficient cash in case you need to stop for a meal, drink, or hitch a cab ride back home. In case you don't have pocket in your running shorts, you can get this kind of a pouch that can accommodate your phone, keys, and enough cash. And it can be hooked onto the back of your shorts. Tip number five. Always be aware of your surroundings. Take for instance, we have sirens blaring, and it's hard to be aware when you're plugged into music, so please ditch the earphones. Tip number six. Wear bright clothes when you run so that you can be spotted more easily by motorists. If you have shoes and clothes that have reflective strips on them, the better. Another option is to get a reflective vest such as this, or even these kind of reflective ankle straps. Tip number seven. If you're running on the road, always run facing oncoming traffic so that you can see who's approaching you. This would be difficult if you were running in the same direction as traffic, because you wouldn't be able to tell who's approaching you from behind. Also, if you're running with someone else, always run in a single file. Don't run side by side. And remember that on the road, you're not just a jogger. You're a fast-moving pedestrian. So slow down at intersections and look out for motorists who may not have noticed you. Tip number 8. Avoid deserted streets and lanes when you're running. And if you're not running in daylight, pick streets that are well lit. Also, keep varying your route every day. Don't pick the same predictable route. Don't become predictable to a potential predator or even mischief maker. Tip number 9. Plan each run wisely. Make sure that you'll have enough gas left in the tank to jog back home. If you plan to run 4 miles for instance, head out 2 miles and save 2 miles for the jog back home. Don't head out 4 miles and then realize that you've run out of energy. Lastly, tip number 10. Listen to your gut. If you sense danger, avoid it at all costs. Don't be timid. Don't hesitate to throw your voice. Don't be afraid to risk embarrassment, social disapproval, or even minor injury to stay safe. For instance, if a stranger offers you a ride, don't hesitate to say no thanks. That's it, folks. Stay safe and happy running.